Hi, welcome to Books with Lexi. It is time for September's round of Escape the TBR. If you're new here, I will have a playlist in the description for you with all of the videos I've done of this before, but pretty much I am trying to escape a house layout, a haunted house, and traveling through the house picks my books. So I have 3 book clubs I'm participating in September, one of them being my own. One of them I am co-hosting, and this is Kelsey from Slime and Slashers Book Club, the Midnight Book Society, and I'm also participating in Sap's book club from RivetingReads, the Lights Out book club. So my plan is to try to fit them into the game, and then if not, I will talk to you about them at the very end. And then also in September, I am co-hosting and participating in Battleathon. This is a super exciting new competitive team-based readathon. This is hosted by Mel from Mel Lenore Reads. I am co-hosting Team Red with Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy. I'm so excited. We're gonna win. So yes, Battleathon sounds very fantasy, and the backstory behind it is, but as you know, I read zero fantasy, and I'm still easily participating. For this, you can read whatever you want, and the basic premise is to read books that you think you're going to love. You get points based on your star rating, so the more you like a book, the more points you get, and there's only one single prompt you have to complete in the whole month. So I would love for you to join and be on Team Red with me. All information for that is linked in the description. So I tried extra hard to get 5-star predictions on my TBR this month. Also, I posted a video recently, I will have it linked for you, where you get to choose my TBR. In that, I talked about the fact that in September, I am trying to read 30 books from my physical TBR. I think I have 97 books, and by the end of September, I want to have 67. So everything that I will be reading this month are books that I own. I'm really excited about doing this. I think that I want to be somebody that has like 5 to 10 books that I own that I have not read, and then have them be ones I'm super excited about reading instead of ones that I got and I'm like somewhat interested in reading but never prioritized. In theory, for this, I'm going to be posting daily on Instagram and TikTok, updating with what I've read, and then at the end of the month there will be a full month-long video documenting how the process went for me. I am scared, but also very excited to have 30 books off my physical TBR and either onto the rest of my shelves where I keep books that I loved or gone. Also, here's a cat. I just needed to point him out because he's important. I think that is all. 3 book clubs. Battleathon. Tempting to read 30 books in 30 days. So let's get into the game. I just keep repeating myself if you watch all of these videos, but I know I said I was going to make new cards for the indoor door situation. I realized I don't have any card stock, so I cannot do that, but it is what it is. We're just going to keep going with the red die being odd means that I don't remove a book. So I have no plan for this month. I'm just trying to get some books on here because I'm trying to read a lot. So we're just going to go with it. I am starting over here in this horror room. Roll 1. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Door is locked. I would not have to remove a book, but there's nothing to remove. 11, 12, 13, 14. A horror book. That is an audiobook. Roll 1 is a horror book that I listened to with the audiobook. So for this, I picked Head Like a Hole by Andrew Van Wey. I love this cover. It is like really disturbing and cool. This is set in the mid-90s. A wet whisper over their shoulder, a hand reaching out from the edge of their sight, and a name clawing at the back of their minds. I have not read the synopsis. And I'm so excited to get to this one. I'm really disturbed by the wet whisper part. I am so sorry. You can probably hear my neighbor mowing, but here's the thing. He makes noise every single day. He is not even running the mower with the blade right now. He has nothing to do apparently, except for make noise outside. So I thought he was done making noise, but he switched to doing something else noisy outside. So I'm very sorry. Roll 2. 9. Door is unlocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A thriller by a new to me author. Roll 2 is a thriller that is a new to me author. So for this, I picked Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. I am very heavily influenced to read this because of Michelle. She was obsessed with it the way she talked about it. I feel like I could be obsessed with it. I don't really know what it's about. I mean, I know we're following Sally Diamond, and she is different, and now she's facing her past when something comes to the news headline, something she endured as a kid. I don't know, but anytime someone tells me that there's a dark thriller, I'm very interested. Roll 3 doubles, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Any genre, and Nova picks. Next is any genre that Nova picks, so I will show you that. Nope. Over here again. Hi. No! Sorry, Nova. Buzzer, those are not yours. Go ahead, kitten. Buzzer, no. Went back for your original choice. You're needy. So for this, the 3 books that you saw, The Ghost Tree, Broadchurch, and Sourdough, those are the 3 books that I have left from my 23 books to read in 2023 from my shelves or on haul. And as you saw, Nova picked Sourdough. This is the same author as Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore, which I read a while ago and I liked. And I love bread. I don't know what this is about. Is this really about sourdough starter? Homemade bread. I think this might have something to do with an alternate reality, which I'm very into. This is a man? Oh. Okay. Well, I still don't really know what this is about, but gonna read it. Roll 4, 15, 1, 2, 3. Doors unlocked. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A horror book that is a new release. Next, for a new release horror, I will be reading Silver Nitrate by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. This is a horror book. I think this is maybe witchy, it's maybe monstery, gathered from this. I do have the Evernight, like Illumicrate edition of this, and I loved Mexican Gothic, so I'm very interested in this one. Roll 5, 12, 1. Door is locked, remove 1 book from TBR. Odd, so door's locked, but I won't remove a book. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Door is unlocked. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A mystery. That is a book club pick. I feel like I need to lean over this way so you can see Winston. But the next is a mystery book that is a book club pick. And for this, I will be reading None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I have a signed copy. I just went to an event with her, and this is one that I think I'm going to love. I know there's a podcast in it, or a podcast host in it. A famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime. Yeah, I've heard really good things about this. I loved the last Lisa Jewell book that I read, and I really love this cover for some reason. I will be reading this for the Lights Out book club hosted by Sav from RivetingReads. This is the September pick. This is the one that I'm just participating in, but I think it's going to be a really fun discussion. Roll 6, 16, and I have doubles. So the doors are unlocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. A thriller by a favorite author. Next is a thriller by a favorite author, and I ended up going with a book that is a mix of horror and thriller, because very much favorite author, Katrina Ward. This is also signed. Love that for me. This is about a writer who, like, something happens and he thinks that, like, this story he's writing is going to be the last story he ever wrote. I truly cannot wait to see what happens in this book. I love her writing, and I think her concepts are always really unique. And in September, this is the pick for the Midnight Book Society, hosted by Kelsey from Slime and Slashers. I'm co-hosting, so I for sure will be reading this. This is one of my most anticipated books for the whole year, so like, I'm so excited but also nervous. Roll 7. Cool, more doubles. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So any genre picked with a random number generator. Next is any genre picked with a random number generator. For this, I have a spreadsheet of all of my unread books. This went with my, like, you choose my TBR video. So I have everything in it. So I put in 1 through 97, and this was the number that won. At the moment of filming, I cannot remember what it is, but the winner of that was The Office BFFs by Angela Kinsey and Jenna Fisher. Apparently this is the TBR of signed books. I found this at like BJ's Whole Foods or something, so I got it. I don't even know, like, I guess this is just stories of, like, their experience on The Office. I love The Office. I used to listen to their podcast, and I would still probably listen to it now, but I just, like, listen to audiobooks instead. I think because I did not make the new cards, and I did want to add ones that say, the exterior door is locked, but to only remove one. I think if the red die is odd, I will only remove 1. 8. 7, 1. Door is locked, remove 2 books from TBR, and 3 is odd, so I will only remove 1. Okay, time to remove a book. Honestly, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to remove any books because I'm trying to read 30 books this month anyway, so like might as well have them on my TBR. But the one that I'm going to remove is Sourdough. I don't really know what this is about still, and yes, it is on my 23 to read in 2023 or unhaul, but we still have 4 months, and I have read or unhauled 20 of them, so I feel like 3 in the last 4 months is totally doable, so I'm just gonna push this back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any genre that is part of a series. Next is any genre that is part of a series. So for this, I'm going to be reading Inside Out by Moravi Snyder. This is the final book that I need to read for a video. This is, I think, sci-fi, and it looks like it's kind of dystopian, and there's a rebellion, but I have read from this author before a different YA sci-fi series. This one I think is also YA sci-fi, so I'm looking forward to this. Roll 9. 9, 1. Door is unlocked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A thriller that Bowser picks. Next is a thriller that Bowser picks. So, here's that. Take it. Thank you. So I have The Quiet Tenant. I will find out how to say this author's name by the time I read this book. But this is a thriller. It's a psychological thriller about a serial killer narrated by those closest to him, his 13-year-old daughter, his girlfriend, and the one victim he has spared. Like, I'm obsessed with that. That sounds so good. This is a 5-star prediction. Roll 10. Cool. Doubles. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the genre I don't like the most, with dual timelines. Next is the dreaded genre. I don't really know why I put this on here. I think mostly to force myself to reach outside of my comfort zone sometimes, and like maybe to prioritize things that I randomly own that I don't ever pick up. Since I'm only reading from my shelves in September, I have one single book that kind of fits this prompt, but it's a stretch. This is a giant book. and Michelle got it as an ARC, and she gave it to me because she didn't want to read it. And in my brain, if something says dark before something, I will try it. What am I doing? This is Ordinary Monsters. This is a historical dark fantasy, I believe. It is part of a trilogy, the Talents trilogy. I don't know. And this really does not, it's not dual timeline, but there's like kind of is from what I gathered looking through it. So I have this book. Moving on. Okay. Roll 11, 14. 1, 2, 3. Door is locked and red is odd, so I will remove one book from my TBR. Hello. First of all, this is one that I have, so I might as well try at one point, but I'm trying to read a book a day in September. How am I supposed to read this in one day? I can't. I actually cannot. This is 700 pages. Like, no, I cannot. So yeah, this is one that if I don't force myself to read by the end of the year, I'm probably going to unhaul it. And I am putting myself one step closer to that, but I'm not reading it in September. 4, 5, 6, 7, doubles, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A horror book. That is a novella. For a horror novella, I picked We Can Never Leave This Place by Eric LaRocca. This one, for some reason, I love this size. I don't know. It makes me happy. I have read 2 books by them and really enjoyed them. And I also anticipate this one going well. When you're given a gift, something else gets taken away. That's like the little tagline. Very interested in that. I really don't want to read more than that because it's so short, but I think this one might lean towards fantasy. Roll 12. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Door is locked. Remove one book from TBR. It is even, so I will remove a book. Time to remove another one. For this, I am removing The Office BFFs. This is one that I don't feel the need to read anytime soon. It's really heavy, so I'm just like holding it on my shoulder. This would be fun to listen to the audiobook because I think they narrate it and like read along, because there's pictures and everything, but like, I don't know if September is the time that I want to be doing that. So I will be removing this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A horror book. That is a genre blend. Next is a horror genre blend. For this, I will be reading the Pyramid Book Club pick for September. This is Ascension by Nicholas Binge. This, I believe, is sci-fi horror. It's following a research team hunting for answers only to find they are being hunted themselves. So I think this is sci-fi, mystery, thriller, horror, a huge mix of things. I hope you read this with us in September. We are joined by Amy from Amy Noel Reads. Every couple months we have a guest co-host, and I'm really excited to have Amy join us. So I will have all details for this linked in the description. 13. 12. I really don't know what the play is here. Where am I going? Well, let's start with this. Okay, door is locked. That is odd, so I will not remove a book. And I guess I'll just go back the way I was trying to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doors unlocked. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So a sci-fi with my favorite subgenre. A sci-fi and my favorite subgenre. For this, I had to go with time travel. I think like time travel and alternate realities are one of my favorite things in sci-fi. So for this, I had my patrons vote because they're helping me determine the 30 books that I read in September, and they wanted to see The Paradox Hotel by Rob Hart. This has been on my TBR multiple times, and September will be the time I finally get to it. This is following an impossible crime, a detective on the edge of madness, and the future of time travel at stake. I think this is a murder mystery. Hi. This is a murder mystery thriller time travel sci-fi book. And it sounds really good. Ooh, okay. Roll 14. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've escaped. So these are the 10 books that have ended up on my official TBR for September. I have a lot of 5-star predictions in here. So I did fit the 3 book club picks in that I needed to. The Pyramid Book Club, the Midnight Book Society that I'm co-hosting, and None of Us is True for the Lights Out Book Club. And then I have a bunch of other books that I'm really, really looking forward to and just haven't been prioritizing from my shelves. I've been reading so many library books recently and I'm just like pausing everything. I'm not accepting audiobooks for anything I don't own. I think it's going to be a great month. Just a reminder that everything for all of the book clubs I mentioned and for Battleathon is linked in the description. Once again, you do not have to read fantasy. You can read any genre for this readathon. Make sure you stick around so you don't miss any of my 30 books in 30 days content. That will be on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, if you have not seen, I just announced a readathon that I am hosting in October called HalloWeekend Readathon. It runs every Thursday night through Sunday night in October, hence the HalloWeekend. There's no point tracking, nothing like that. I would love for you to participate in that, so I will have that linked in the description for you as well. Other things in the description, my Etsy, my Pango, my Patreon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!